India and Nepal have witnessed some kind of friction, unease in the last couple of days. It may be recalled that 3 days back, Nepal's Ministry of Foreign Affairs had issued a statement saying that the Kailash Mansarovar Yatra, which is being commenced soon, the Indian pilgrims cannot just go via Lippu Lake because Lippu Lake Pass is a part of Nepal. Chinese government had restarted the Kailash Mansarovar Yatra for Indians in June of 2025. 700 Indian pilgrims were allowed to perform this yatra. A few days back, China had said that they are upping this and 1,000 Indians would be allowed to go for the Kailash Mansarovar Yatra. I was a part of the batch of 8 journalists who were also there to welcome these pilgrims who came from India. And this announcement of 2026, wherein from June to September this pilgrimage will be taken, is also being viewed with a lot of cheer. Now, Nepal, the Nepalese government coming out with this kind of statement has naturally created some kind of undercurrents which both sides would try and resolve through dialogue and diplomacy. Nepal has a new Prime Minister, a 35-year-old Balan Shah, who was a rapper, a musician before he came into politics. Balan Shah incidentally studied in Bengaluru, and he has ties with India. But when he was the mayor of Kathmandu, he came out with a map which showed parts of Indian territories in their territories. After India protested, this map was withdrawn. The Foreign Secretary of India, Vikram Misri, is slated to go to Nepal shortly. There is hope and optimism that these differences will be ironed out. Also, there are all eyes on Balan Shah, and there is hope that he will come to India before he goes to any other country as Prime Minister. It's a matter of time before we realize and see whether things have been ironed out and the differences have been resolved.